Today we have 7 new exciting riddles for you. We'll give you a few seconds to answer the riddle questions and put your answers in the comment section below. If you need more time, just pause the video. And don't forget to like the video. Alright, let's begin. Number 1. Detective John came to solve a tricky case. Someone had pushed the basketball player down the stairs. Alex ended up in the hospital right before the game. The detective had 3 suspects, and all 3 of them were the teammates of the player. Stefan said he had been cleaning the ball. Taylor said he was having cheeseburgers for lunch, and after that he ran to the court for training. Alex told the detective he was getting a massage on his back. Upon hearing their answers, Detective John figured out who the murderer was. Can you figure out too? It was Taylor who pushed his friend, who would do a heavy lunch before a training. Number 2. Noah, James, and Logan used to live in together. Since none of them had enough money, so they planned to buy a cycle together. They went to the market and bought a cycle. There was a tendency of the cycle getting robbed, so they had to buy a lock. All 3 of them bought a lock each, but the keys to these 3 locks were different. So now, can you find a solution so that everyone can unlock their locks when they need to? They would take the chains and put it into the locks and attach it with the pole. So when one lock is opened, the other locks don't need to be unlocked and the chain will be opened. Number 3. Let's hear a short yet tricky riddle. You enter a dark room. In the room, there's a gas stove, a kerosene lamp, and a candle. You have a matchbox in your pocket. What will you light first? That's right, the match. Could you answer it correctly? Let us know in the comment section. Number 4. Alice's husband, Noah, was an explorer. He went to Antarctica and never came back. Alice had a bad feeling since he didn't return, so she gathered all her friends to look for him. When the group arrived at Noah's camp, Alice and her friends separated to look for her husband. She had been walking for an hour until her feet drowned into the snow that brought her several feet down. When she came to her senses, she saw she was in a lab. She screamed. In front of her was 2 blocks of ice. Inside each of them were her husband. Both of them looked identical, but she had very less time to rescue her husband. Can you tell how she understood which one is her husband? The right one. The man in the left had 4 fingers, whereas the man on the right had 5. Also, he's wearing a necklace written N. Number 5. Time for a short riddle. Very few can solve it, but it's pretty easy. If you look at my face, you won't see 13 in any place. What am I? Let us know your answers in the comment section. Correct! You got it! The answer is a clock. Number 6. Lisa was a crazy type of girl. So one day she planned to kill all of her friends. She threw a huge party at her home and invited all of her friends. everyone danced with Lisa, and after that they ate a cake. Lisa ate it too, but suddenly the electricity went off. When it arrived, everyone was dead except Lisa. How is it possible? Lisa also had the same food as them. What would have happened that all her friends died after the electricity went off? Can you tell? I'm attaching 2 pictures for before and after the electricity went out. Have a look. In the previous picture, there are a lot of balloons, but in the after picture, there are less. So when the electricity went out, Lisa popped all of the balloons, which had a poisonous gas, resulting in their death. Lisa survived because she wore a mask. Number 7. In a classroom, a new teacher was to arrive. All the kids were waiting for the teacher. When the bell rang, the teacher entered. Before starting to teach, the teacher asks some questions to the students. Among you, the most stupid kid should stand up. So, one of the students stood up. The teacher asks again, "Are you the most stupidest kid among all?" So the kid answered in such a way that impressed the teacher, and the teacher admits that he's the most intelligent kid. Can you tell what the kid answered? The kid gave a simple answer, as she was already standing up, so she must be the stupid one, and he just stood up to accompany his teacher, so that she doesn't feel that she's the only stupid person. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to keep up to date with all our future videos. Thanks for watching.